My name is Gabriel Samaniego. When you hear about martial arts, normally the first thing that comes to mind is what? Karate, right? Or even Taekwondo, or even Kung Fu. That's what you normally see in movies or on TV. But people like Bruce Lee, Jet Li, and Jackie Chan are all well renowned in the martial arts world. But I bet if I said a few names like Jim Carrey, Keanu Reeves, and Ashton Kutcher, you would have never known they practiced martial arts. Not karate, not taekwondo, and not kung fu, but Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. That's right, the Grinch can choke you out. Today I want to educate you on the history, culture, and purpose of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. We will discuss, first, the definition and purpose of what Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is. Next, the history and culture of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. And finally, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu today and the impact it has on people's everyday lives. Much of the information I'm going to share with you today came from websites such as bjjworld.com, graciemag.com, e3sf.com, and newsday.com. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, also known as BJJ, is a self-defense martial arts mainly focused on ground fighting and submission holds. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is meant for a smaller, weaker opponent to use leverage, momentum, and weight distribution against a bigger, stronger opponent. People who train in BJJ are called practitioners, and it takes an average of 10 years to receive a black belt when practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of the founding fathers of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, named Helio Gracie. Helio Gracie stated, "It is imperative that you transmit all your knowledge of Jiu-Jitsu that you have, teach your training partners what you learn through training so that you can both grow as grapplers," according to bjjworld.com. Not all practitioners can only be a black belt. You can find some practitioners as blue, purple, or brown belts. Your main focus is to grow and learn techniques and shape your rolling or sparring style to progress on the way up to your main goal, and that is your black belt. Now that you know a little about what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu means, we're going to go back in time to learn a little about the history. Like most martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is rich in history and culture. The martial arts started many years ago with a man named Michio Medea in 1914. He left Japan and traveled to Brazil, where he introduced Jiu-Jitsu to the Gracie family and took them under his wing as students. Carlos Gracie also passed his knowledge to his brothers, Helio Gracie. The youngest of all brothers was unable to do a lot of the normal jiu-jitsu throws, so he developed Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, which is a softer version that focused more on the ground fighting and leverage aspect of judo, according to bjjworld.com. Helio Gracie would say, "Do the right things." According to him, doing the wrong thing was only if it was a mistake. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners are all different kinds of people. The relationship among students and teachers are beyond compare. I mean, think about it. We choke and manipulate each other's joints on a daily basis. The only thing stopping each other from getting hurt is the trust we have for one another, that if they tap, we let go. Because of this, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners are close, like a family. Jiu-Jitsu has a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds. It is much more common today than it was years ago. It also has many health and wellness benefits as well. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu has been known and said to be therapy for many who practice it. It has also been said to help people with suicidal thoughts, depression, anxiety, and weight loss. Jiu-Jitsu is practical for people's everyday lives because it not only helps with self-confidence, but teaches people to defend themselves, especially when it comes to bullying in school. In a personal situation, I once built and it drove me to the end of my life. But then I found Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. It helped me and also helped other people overcome those situations I was in. I have firsthand seen many adults and kids who ever been abused and bullied come into the academy and have little to no confidence. But more than a week or two later, they believe in themselves and gain the confidence to not only protect themselves, but, but gain friends and feel stronger and resilient mentally. I am a first account on the amazing benefits Brazilian Jiu Jitsu has won on the mind and body and spirit. Now in 2020, Jiu Jitsu is overflowing with practitioners from around the world who meet and enjoy the martial arts that started so long ago. First, we've learned the meaning of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and the culture and concept it entails. Next, we learned the history of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and how it came to be. And finally, we learned Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in today's world, the benefit it has on health and wellness to provide the amount of knowledge that we share to help you young adults feel safe and at home and at school. From the outside looking in, most people see Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and think, wow, I would never do this. But you truly know how amazing something is until you try it. Like Matthew McConaughey would say, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu will make you feel alright.